Hello, stamping friends. This is Robin with Stamp with Dr. Robin. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in not so sunny San Diego. It's actually been raining nearly all day. I was watching the news about an hour ago, and there's places down near the beach or down near downtown that are flooding, and so they were showing pictures of cars getting pulled out and people and dogs getting pulled out. So it's looking like this is actually I would say probably our first big winter storm here. Just making sure I'm live. Nope, that's an old one. Let's not be live in an old one. Oh, please be live. There we go. Okay, so you are here. Yay. All right, so today we're going to make a fun fold that I've never made live before, and it is one that I found or watched, I don't know, 6 months or a year ago by Julie DiMatteo, who's the Paper Pixie, if any of you watch her. And I just thought it was a fun fold and kind of made one and set it aside and then just found it again. And it's a great one to use when you have just some gorgeous paper that you just want to show off the paper more than anything. So anyway, I don't have any new news from Stampin' Up! It's still all about celebration and getting free products, and we're going to use one of those free products, a stamp set, today. And the other thing I wanted to do is show you all of the swaps I got this weekend. We had a get together with my upline and all of her downlines, and a bunch of us swapped. So that was a lot of fun. So I'm going to put you down here and share with you those swaps that I received. Whoops. Okay, so the first swap, maybe I'll put you down even a little more so you can see even a little better. The first swap is actually my swap. See if I can pull you out a little bit more. And, Oh, I'm backwards today. Dang. Okay, well, sorry about that. It says sending love and best wishes. I can't change it, guys, once I am actually in into the video. I'd have to start over. But this is obviously using the perennial postage and the lavender set. But isn't that just gorgeous? Because like I said, the best part is you get to just show off the beautiful paper. This cute little butterfly stamp is in there. These little butterflies are actually on it, but I just love that. And I also love, in case you guys haven't noticed, this paper is the 3-color glimmer paper, and that is a online exclusive. All right, this is another card. This is from Jody Price, and it's a really cool fold because what she did, it opens and then it opens again with a nice little Happy Father's Day, and that's using the Trusty Tools set. But mostly it's the paper that she used. These all got cut out of the paper. Hi Roz, hi Doris. Yay, back live again. This one's from Kathy Schreiner, using the wave set and the one with the whales and the countryside something that has that cool little outline. I just love how she kind of tucked it into different layers like that. Oh, nothing on the inside on that one. These are all swaps I got this weekend, and I'm sorry, I'll keep apologizing that I forgot to push on the little button that everything is backwards. So we got some celebration paper, the most adored paper, and we've got the thoughtful something set that has the words in it. And this is Peggy Noe's, my famous upline. And then we've got some owls. Isn't that gorgeous? She even did the inside beautifully. And I don't have a name on that. and even the envelope. Next one is from Donna Kapinski, and a very fun fold. Starts with a Z fold and then adding these squares. But isn't that beautiful? Isn't that beautiful how it layers like that until you open it? Thank you, Donna. This one is a big one. This one is, what did I decide it was? 6.5 by like 4.5. We're gonna have to use a special envelope with this because I could tell what she wanted to do is, whoops, move it down, is she wanted to highlight this gorgeous paper and not cut any of it off. So this paper is the Garden Meadow paper, Meadow something, but it goes with the Garden Meadow Sweep. A suite. It's another online exclusive, but I just love the way she layered that in and used that whole paper. And that's from Rose Kilgore. And then this is actually the set that we are going to be using today, the Dogwood set. And this is from Lisa McCusker. And I might as well get out that set right now because she used something that I hadn't even noticed before. See all these little dots? She put those all around the edges, and I think that is just, hopefully you can see that. I think that's just really cool, and used one of our, I think these are retired bees. And she even put in this other little like background thing and colored it. So this is the stamp set we're going to use today. It's called Detailed Dogwood. It is a free Bration item with a $100 purchase from either the new mini catalog or let's get it all in there, or the annual catalog. I'm just going to see if I can turn it up a little bit and get a little more in there. And I love both of these flower images. This one cuts out, punches out with your petal punch if you have that. I love this cool dragonfly, and we're going to be using that. Not sure what I'm supposed to do with that. It's so small, I don't know that I can fit any words in it, but I guess it's kind of cool looking. And let's bring out the card and the paper that we're going to use. So this is the Forever Love paper that I've used on this. And like I mentioned, this is a great fold to use when you just want to show off the paper. So isn't that just stunning? There's our dragonfly. We got another little brass dragonfly. Again, that's from the online exclusive. I think these are actually on back order right now, but they are coming back. So, and this is the ribbon is also from this set matching. This is the metallic ribbon in the poppy, I always say that poppy, it's in the pretty peacock and gold, and we're going to be using that also. But I wanted to show you this Forever Love paper. So this is one of the papers, and we're going to use that again today. But the other ones, they're in Moody Mauve, and just some gorgeous other ones in Poppy. I'm going to do this all day. Pretty Peacock. And then the other sides, let me turn them over, are just some Petal Pink mostly, and just very, very light kind of background things. So let me get that out of the way. Isn't that beautiful paper though? All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to start with a piece that is 5 1/4 by the whole full 12 inches. That's what I'm saying when I'm saying you're really going to be using a lot of that paper. And then we're going to score it at 2, at 4, and basically the same from the other side. So at 8 and at 10. So 2, 4, 8, 10. Just every 2 except skip the 6 because that's in the middle. And then we are going to get this out of the way, fold that in. And be careful when you're folding on these. Even though you use a nice scoreboard, it doesn't always go perfectly. And then this other one we're going to fold back on itself. And try to line them up. And same with this side. It's so hard to see because that's so dark. So you're going to fold it in and then back on itself. And you really want these to meet well in the middle. Oops, and I've got it kind of a little uneven. I think I wasn't quite as even as I needed to be. Yep, on the first fold. And then it kind of exaggerates the fact that you're not exactly even if you don't have it even on the first fold when you go to do the second fold. All right. So that's the basics of it. It's funny because sometimes this looks like it's upside down, right side up. I don't know. That to me tells me it goes both ways. And now what we're going to do is we are actually going to cut off a little triangle from the top of both of them. And that triangle, so this is 2 inches, right? You want it to come down 2 inches also. Now I'm actually going to open it up and I'm going to mark my 2 inches on the back side of both of them because I just think that's going to be easier to see than cutting it on that other side. I figured that out last time. And now we're going to take our trimmer and we're going to cut from that line that's down 2 inches over to this fold line, which is also at 2 inches because that's where we marked it before. Now we've cut off that little triangle. Okay, and I'm going to go on to the other side, same thing. I'm going from that fold. I know that's kind of hard to see. And I'm going to the other 2 inch line. Now I got to go back up here and find my fold again. Fold to the 2 inch line. And we've got another little triangle, although now I'm looking at this triangle going, there, that triangle is off somehow. So what happened? Huh. Well, we are going to try and fake it because it looks to me like I didn't get down a full 2 inches. Well, we're going to see what happens. 1, 2, no, we did not. How did that happen? Oh, because there's my line. We're going to see what happens when we try to fake it here. Oh, I see what I did. That line where I cut it was just one of the lines from the little leaf. Well, this should be interesting. Pretend that's one whole thing. Because then what we're going to do is we're going to take these and we're going to glue them to the bottom like that. And then it looks like we got the same top and bottom. And you're asking me how I'm going to fix that other one? Well, we're going to see if we can just glue it together because it ought to glue together and be okay unless... Sorry, we've got lots of glue in here and it's not wanting to come out, so hopefully that'll, there we go, that was enough. We do want to make sure we get in the corner but not too much because we don't want it to gush out. Now you're probably thinking, why doesn't she just start all over again? Well, because I don't have any more of this paper readily available. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I could, see how I said these are going to totally line up? So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to glue this down. I know you guys love it when I flub up on camera. Hi Lori, hi Sandra. Oh my gosh, Carol, you're actually watching me live. That's exciting. Maybe I'm just nervous that Carol's watching me. That's why I flubbed up. All right, let's just pretend that this was attached to that other one, because now it's about to be. And I bet you $100 that whoever receives this is in no way going to notice this. Okay, so what do you guys think? Can you even tell that there's a little line down there where I glued it? I'm hoping not, because honestly, unless I look really closely, I can't. So that's how you get the main mechanism here. And then we're just going to attach this to a 1/4 sheet of Pretty Peacock. So that's 5.5 by 4 1/4. Just remember this started out 5 1/4. No, it didn't. It started out 5, but so we're just going to 5.5. Okay, Robin. Well, it should have been 5 1/4. My gosh. I guess this is a case of double check twice and cut once. But guess what? It works just fine at 5.5 versus 5 1/4. Pretty, huh? All right, so now what we're going to do is we are going to make our little, this part up here. Just have to find it. Okay, so this is a piece that I already cut out of Very Vanilla, and I'm blanking on the dies. It'll come to me. And we are going to be embossing that with this stamp from the Dogwood set. And we're going to be embossing it in gold. So I'm just going to open up and get my gold ready for us. I even re-inked my Versamark. You guys know you can buy re-inker for your Versamark too, right? Okay. And then we've got the gold. Oh, and you know what? Here's your example of what happens when you don't use your embossing buddy. I'm going to work on that later, but I actually have a second one that we're going to do right. This is just like a advertisement for always use your embossing buddy. All right, let's try again, and you'll see the difference. At least I have another one of these. Maybe the rain has muddled my brain here today. I don't know what is going on. I even have it out and sitting right next to me and still didn't use my embossing buddy. All right, let's try it again with the powder. I mean, look at the difference, you guys. Pretty sure everybody can see the difference here as to why you need to use an embossing buddy. All right, I'm going to turn on my heat tool and let it warm up a little bit. While it's doing that, I'll show you what I do with this. Is I just have an extra water painter that I just saved just for this, and I'll clean up all of this stuff, although There's so much of it, I may decide just to wait. That's how I get it cleaned up. All right, one of the things that I really like this mat for is, guess what? You can use your heat gun right on it. I'm just gonna heat the back a little bit so it doesn't work. But see how the heat gun, it's like no problem doing this on your mat, on your glass mat. It is totally fine with it. It doesn't get real hot. It doesn't warp. It's totally fine with being able to do this on the mat. Just want to brush off in case there's any extra gold there. All right, next thing I want to do is stamp this Big Hugs. And this Big Hugs came from Perennial Postage. If you guys don't have this, you really need it. It is the pairing kind of that goes with the lavender, perennial lavender, and it's got just some great sayings. And I've been using this little Big Hugs one because it can go for anything, right? I mean, you could even make it into a Valentine's Day card. And one other thing, let's do for the inside, I've got this wonderful dragonfly that I told you about. Oh, I got a white inside. Yep, don't want a white inside. I don't even know why I had that sitting there. I want a very vanilla inside. I don't know why, but to me this goes better with Fairy Vanilla. Maybe because of the richness of the Poppy Parade. It just seems like the Very Vanilla is a better choice. So let's get this back in here. I love that this is, to me, a big impact card, but as you can see, it's not that hard to make. Okay, and then this one, did I get a little, yep, fuzz on there. We're just gonna color with our Pretty Peacock blends. Although you could, leave it without anything. I like the colored in look of that. And I like to use the dark first and then the light to kind of just blend it out a little bit. I did notice, because the little areas on here are kind of small, that it didn't seem to matter all that much that I used them both, but since that's what I did on the other one, I'm going to do it on this one too. And I usually try to come down into the dark and blend it into the light, and then that way you kind of get more of a gradation feel. Like I said, on this one you're not going to notice it so much since it's got so many teeny little ones, but when you're doing a bigger area. And then what I want to do is just take this Kleenex or paper towel and just wipe a little off in case you got on the gold part. I just saw a little, where was it? Oh, I guess that's probably a leaf. We'll just leave it. And then we're going to put this on with, oh, I know, one more thing. That Pretty Poppy, Pretty Peacock and Gold ribbon. I tried it with a bow, but then it was just too much, so I decided the knot looked better. It does look like it frays pretty easily. whoa, got a little stuff everywhere. And let's just get a glue dot, mini glue dot, my favorite thing for gluing down or adhering, which way do we go? This way, I guess. Bows and such, because these, I don't know, for such a teeny little thing, it really does, I wanted it out of the way of the words there. It really does hold well. And then we'll get a few dimensionals. Now I do want to just stick it down on this side. So what I tend to do is grab it like this and turn it over, and then I'll remember which side it is I'm supposed to be putting it on. So you guys know that after I'm done with this, I always go to my blog, stampwithdrrobin.blogspot.com, and then I will put out all the measurements and all your supplies and everything. And then the way I kind of get this centered is to look at the corners and make sure they overlap the right amount there. And that you can open and close it, and that there's no dimensionals sitting underneath there. And then one last little touch are these adhesive-backed dragonflies and birds. And like I said, these are a online exclusive. And they're actually, last I checked, they were out of them, but coming in really, really soon. So let's get a little, whoops, dragonfly coming down in here. And I just love the way then we have this little gold one on the outside and then the other little one on the inside there. So that, now tell me you can tell which one of these corners down here on the bottom actually I screwed up on and had to recut, because I don't think you can. I mean, unless you're looking really, really close. So that is our fun card for the day. And obviously it works well with any just gorgeous paper. I may actually use some of that other paper I just showed you, make another one. Here's my, I'll show you my inspirational one that I made a while ago. I mean, remember this paper? This paper is old. But it was one of these ones that, oh my gosh, which side do you like better, right? So actually it must be a year ago, because that paper's been out of our catalog for at least a year. But it's still just so pretty. All right, I am going to put you back up and say thanks for being with me today, and I'll see you next Monday at 1 o'clock Pacific time. Take care, everybody. Bye.